Welcome back to Daily Dose of Donna. It's January 13th. You guys, it's Friday the 13th. Have we actually realized that yet? Has anyone realized this? I had a moment just now where I was like, "Oh, it's Friday the 13th." Wow. My son is November 13th. And when he was born, he was like, or when he was younger, he was like, "I'm going to have a birthday on Friday the 13th one day." I think it happened one time. One time. Friday the 13th is just a BS thing, right? It's just another day. It's just another day in our long lives, but it's a Friday. Friday the 13th, in my opinion, is a good day because it's a Friday and I am happy every Friday. Why? Because we are one day from Saturday. Actually, Friday afternoon, evening, and Saturday full days, my favorite days of the week. Full day, favorite days of the week, no question. Once again, I'm live on TikTok. I try to go live on TikTok when I record this. Plus, of course, you can watch this on YouTube or listen the way you're listening right now. Thank you so much for all the lovely words that I'm getting. I'm getting so many kind messages from you guys saying that this podcast is really motivating them. They're having so much fun listening to it. I hear that it's giving them, a little fire every day. That's the goal. So I'm happy to be able to do that. Daily dose of Donna. It's kind of fun. I think this is like my seventh or eighth day doing it. And it's really, I actually really enjoy it because it's not it's not high pressure and it's not like a big workload, right? Like I just can kind of come in here, do it. And then it's a pretty easy thing after that. I don't have to take crazy show notes or anything. So if there's anything that you've been wanting to kind of jump into or take into your life and you've been scared to for whatever reason, like this may be the moment where you can say, no, I think I'm ready to actually take advantage and go for it. If, like I said yesterday, if Donna can do it, why can't I? Okay, so today we're going to talk a little bit about living in LA. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because yesterday in yesterday's episode, I mentioned that I go and get Botox. And so many people, are normal and cool with Botox. Like Botox is such a normal part of daily life, but there's always going to be those people that are like, wait, what? And so I got a message yesterday saying you get Botox? Why? You don't need Botox. You're not old or you don't look like you need it. Well, number one, I don't know if you can really tell, but I look at myself all day long. I hope you understand this. I literally look at myself from morning till night because all I do is create content. So I'm on Zoom recording, I do live events, and I'm on YouTube, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Reels. It's like nonstop. If you are looking at yourself daily, you're going to start to see all these things. But here's the thing. Living in Los Angeles, getting a little bit of Botox every 3-4 months is it's essentially like getting gas for your car. Everyone does it. If they don't do it, they will do it. If they don't do it, it's because they are either too young or, maybe anti. But most women and probably men, my husband doesn't do Botox, but most women, probably men do. And I will tell you something. It was something I was scared to bring into my life because I thought once I start, oh my gosh. But it's amazing. Why? It's not a crazy expense. Hey, Tony. I see her live on TikTok. It's not a crazy expense, and it's very confidence building. You want to be able to look at yourself in the mirror, right? You want to be able to look at yourself in the mirror on the screen and be like, I like the way I look. I like the way I feel. If I feel pretty. Now, I'm not saying no Botox means I don't feel that way. It just means that it enhances your confidence. So whatever that is, there's so much, we all know this from TikTok world, right? There's so much affordable makeup. There's so many affordable things you can do filter wise or whatever to make yourself look a little better. But when you're looking at yourself in the mirror without makeup, without any of that, naked, are you happy? And that's really the goal. And that goes to why I, wake my ass up every single morning in the 5 o'clock hour to work out. It's not because I need to be skinny. It's not because I need to, look a certain way. It's because I like food too much. Honestly, I eat too much food every day. I love food. I love Nutella. I love wine. I love sushi. I love all these high carb snacks. I'm literally right before I recorded, I just pulled up crackers. Okay. I'm eating, look, cookies. I am not the healthiest of you. I love a salad. I do eat healthy, but I need to work out so that I balance that out. And if you're not balancing that out and you're falling off in some way, and then you don't like the way you look or feel, it all kind of spirals. One of the biggest things that I teach people is to be confident on camera. So one of the biggest reasons why people are not confident on camera, believe it or not, I mean, I'm sure you could come up with this, is because they don't like the way they look. Now that seems so like shallow, but it's real. It's like a real thing. And I don't diminish that for everyone. Now, I also think we're hardest on ourselves. I think right now you're hardest on yourself. So if you could look in the mirror and be like, I am freaking gorgeous and believe it, it doesn't matter if you look like Mr. Potato Head, as long as you believe it, as long as you like the way you look, that, my friends, is the key. So that is all I am, feeling in terms of like the Botox. But here in Los Angeles, so I live in an area called Sherman Oaks, and Sherman Oaks is, I'll just say this, like in Los Angeles, there's the city and then there's the valley. The valley is like, if you've heard of Studio City, if you've heard of Encino, it's where a lot of the Real Housewives live. Okay, this area. It's nicer. It's not, I mean, of course, there's also like very, very, normal neighborhoods, but it's like LA's so weird, right? Because you could be on a really, really beautiful, amazing, like mansion street, and then the next block over is like small apartment buildings. So it really is confusing. But in general, I would say people in Los Angeles, where I live and where my kids go to school and where I go to the gym and where I get my coffee or I go grocery shopping, like for the most part, people are pretty, I would say like successful and do okay and do well. And so there's like this element of keeping up with the Joneses. And I was watching on TikTok yesterday. One of my favorites on TikTok is Snack Queen. And I don't know if you guys know who she is. She's awesome. She's a Newport Beach mom. And Newport Beach is like known to be the rich place here in the OC area. And she was talking about, that she drives a Mazda and all of her friends drive luxury cars and they all go away for ski week to Aspen and Vail, and she will go to Big Bear or Mammoth. And I'm like, that's me, right? I drive a Volvo. It's a beautiful car, trust me. But like my friends are all driving Lexuses. They're driving their brand new Teslas. They're driving their Audis. They're driving their, C series, BMW, God knows what. It's really, really challenging to go through life in Los Angeles not having the most and feeling confident. And I've worked on this because when I was a kid, you guys, I went to Beverly Hills High School. I went to the Beverly Hills School District, and I lived in a small, like falling apart house, like a tiny little falling apart nothing house in what now is a beautiful neighborhood, West Hollywood. But like I always grew up going and looking at these like beautiful homes near me and wishing and wanting. I grew up with envy. And so I have tried really, really hard in my adult life to not be envious over the financials, right? Not be envious over the materialistic, because we all know those people that have all that money doesn't mean that they have anything else, right? It's all about what's inside. It's all about what's inside your home, what's inside you, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm human. I'm human, and it's easy, very easy to still get kind of caught up in the look of it all. Now, I will tell you this. I do not own not one, like real label purse. Not one. I do not own one gorgeous pair of shoes. I buy my clothes off Amazon, Target, and like small little stores like that. Boutiques, little boutiques, like $40 for a sweater type of thing. A splurge for me is a shopping trip at Vici, like Vici Collection. It's my favorite. Been shopping there for like 20 years, no joke. Um, I am not a spender. I'm really not. I spend money on vacations. I spend money on dinners. I spend money on my kids, sending them to school. Like I will spend all my money on my kids to make sure they're happy and none on me. The other day I went to the mall to buy myself some workout clothes. And while I was at the mall, I literally walked out with 0 workout clothes for me and like 3 bags of shit for my kids. Like what's up with that? So this is just kind of the way it works. I don't spend a lot of money. I do what I can, bare minimum. I work my ass off. That's another thing. I work my ass off and I am not, me too, Albuquerque realtor, shout out. Um, I work my ass off. And the reason why I do it is because I want to be able to spend a little bit. You know where I spend money? I just thought of this. You know where I spend a lot of my money is working out. That I will spend money on. Going to F45. I have the unlimited F45. I like core power yoga. I have a ClassPass membership. I'll go to do other things. Like give me a good workout. I'll spend all my money. I have a Peloton. We have Supernatural on the VR. that makes me feel like it's worth it because I'm getting something out of it, but I will not spend a lot of money on a pair of jeans. Isn't that weird? Like I will never, ever, ever drop $250 on on a shirt or on like a sweater or like a jacket even, but I would do it in a heartbeat for a workout unlimited series. I guess because you get more out of it when you work out. And also like a workout is more of an experience, right? Rather than just like a thing that you can just wear. So, anyway, living in Los Angeles, it is a trip. I would love to hear your questions about what that is, but I will tell you this just to kind of leave the episode in this way. If you are currently going through a period where you are wanting and, in the period of envy and you're looking around and you're like, I wish, I wish, I wish, like, think about it this way. Number one, you have no idea what's really happening over there. And number two, wanting something that you see is just a fire in your ass to go fight and work your ass off to get it. That's all it is. So, like, if I see a gorgeous house with a huge, amazing kitchen, and that's all I've ever wanted, trust me when I tell you, I will work my butt off so that one day I can get there as hard as I can. Does it mean that it'll actually happen? Maybe, maybe not, but I'll work towards it. So just keep that in mind. And this, I'm Saved by the Bell from my gardener who just showed up. Thank you guys so much for being in here on TikTok Live. And then, of course, I'm on YouTube and then my podcast. Appreciate the subscriptions, appreciate the notes, the reviews, and the ratings. And have an amazing weekend. See you next week.